Hi everybody, so in this video going to talk about how to get a UPC barcode for Amazon FBA. Okay, so the last thing that you need to do before doing the Amazon listing for the products, you have to get the UPC barcode if you're doing business in USA or the Canada. But if you're doing the business in the Europe, you have to get the EAN, European Article Number. But right now we will learn how to get a UPC barcode for the Amazon FBA. The first thing that you need to do is to go to the Google, and on the Google what we need to do, we have to search for the company that provides the barcode, a UPC barcode. Okay, so the official company that provides the UPC barcode is GS1. So click on the GS1 here. So GS1 is actually the not-for-profit international organization that develop and maintain the standard for the barcode and the corresponding issue company prefix. Okay, so let's just go inside the GS1 here, and from here we can simply get the barcode. Okay, so how can we get the barcode? All you need to do is to click on get your barcode or GTIN. So let's click here, and from here in the location you have to select the USA. All right, and now let's click on the get a barcode. Okay, so the first thing that we know that is really important, that each variation of each product you sell requires a unique barcode. So for example, you have the product, you have the t-shirt or something like that. You have the product in the 3 different sizes and the 3 different color. So you will actually require the 9 barcodes. All right. But if you also add the 3 different styles, you would actually need to have the 27 different barcodes, because the combination of these 3 different variations will be the 27. And if you also add the different packages, so you can see that we have the 3 different packages. So for that 3 different packages, if we count all of the variations, so we actually have the 3 different sizes, we have the 3 different colors, we have the 3 different styles, and we have the 3 different packages. So the total number of the barcode that you would need is actually the 81 barcodes. All right. But if you don't have any calculation of your variations, you can simply go inside the barcode estimator and it will actually figure out the number of the barcode that you need. Okay. So after that we have the GS1 USD10. Okay. So the barcodes issued by the GS1 US uniquely identify a single retail products online and in the retail stores around the world. So if you only have the small number of the products, then the best option and the most cost effective option for your company would be the GS1 US G10s that are a really great option for the small companies. So the barcode from the GS1 identifies your company as the brand owner of that product. Okay, so if you just want to get the GS1 US G10, you'll simply click here, get a G10. Okay, so after that we also have the GS1 company prefix. Okay, so if you are the company that requires the multiple barcodes at a single time, as well as identify the location, mixed cases, create coupons, create higher level of the packaging like a case or the pallet, you would need the GS1 company prefix. So the GS1 company prefixes are great for the companies with the growing product line. It gives you the barcode you need for today plus barcodes at your fingertips. Okay. So here we have the pricing of the GS1 company prefix and the GS US10 as well. So if you want to get a single GS US10, you require the $30 and there is no annual renewal fee of that barcode. But if you want to get the barcode for the 10 products, you would actually need the $250 and the renewal fees would be the $50 every year. And for the 100 products, we have the $750, and for the 1000 products, we actually have the $2,500 annual fee, and you also have the renewal fee for that number of the products. So you can actually see the pricing here. So if you want to get prefix, you'll simply click here. Okay, so what to expect? Alright, so the checkout process actually has a simple 3 steps. The first one is we have to select that we need the GS1 US10 or the GS1 company prefix, and after that we have to put them into the cart and then provide the contact information, and in the last you have to pay for the J10 or the company prefix, whichever you select. Okay, so now let's just learn to get the G10. So click here. Okay, so as we know that the G10 is actually the unique product identification, and the price of the G10 is actually the $30. Okay, so how can we add this into the card? Okay, so as you can see that we have the brand name and we have the product description. Okay, so the brand name that is entered here will be listed as the brand name associated with the product. So let's just write down PB here, and here we have to write down the product description. So how can we write the product description? Okay, so if you don't know how can you write down the product description, all you need to do is to click on this question mark icon, and from here you can actually see the description which will help you to write down the product description. Okay, so let me just zoom it in. Okay, so we actually have to write down the functional description of the product, not the marketing description. Okay, so we have to include these 4 pieces of the product information in our description. The first name is actually the brand name, and the second name is the type of the product, and the third thing is the product variation, and the last thing is the net contents. So the net content is basically the quantity of that particular product. Okay, so the variations actually could include the flavors, the size, the scents, and etc. Okay, so you can see the examples here. So we have to create something like that. So the first thing that we have to write down is the name of our brand here. So that is PB. And the second thing is actually the product type. So that is the t-shirt. And after that, we have to provide the variation of our products. So let me just do the double check here. Okay, so after the type of product, we have the product variation. So in the product variation, I will write down the color of the product. Alright, so after the color of the product, I have to write down the net content. So in the net content, we have to write down the quantity of the product. So that would be the single unit. So we have written the product name, and we have written the type of the product and the variation of the product and the net contents. Okay, so this is how you can write down the product description. So now let's just zoom out the screen from here and click on add to cart. Okay, so as you can see that we have added the G10 for our product. So now let's just go inside the view card, and we only added the single product here. So the unit price is actually the $30 as we know that, and we have the product description, we have the brand name. So now let's click on the checkout here. So if I have already created an account in the GS1, I will simply sign in. Otherwise you can continue as a new. So I'll simply continue as a new. Okay, so here we have to provide the company and the contact information. So for the company information, you have to write down the name of the company, you have to write down the phone number of the company, and you have to enable this if your company is tax exempt, and you have to provide the address of your company here. So we have the city, we have the country, address 1 and the 2, we have the state and the zip code. So after that, we have the contact information. So in the contact information, we have the first name, we have the last name, email address, confirm email address, and we have the phone number, extension, and we have the functional area and the job title and the contact address. So if your contact address is actually the same as the company's headquarters, so you'll simply enable this. Otherwise, you will write down the contact address here. Okay, so if you haven't registered your company name yet, all you need to do is to provide DBA name. So the DBA simply stands for doing the business as. So right now, as we know that we are doing the business as VB, so we write down the VB here. So we have to write down the phone number, and you can fill up these details here. So if you want to confirm the order, all you need to do is to fill up this detail, and you will actually purchase the G10 for your product. Okay, so this is how you can get the UPC barcode for a single product. But if you want to get the barcode for the multiple products at a single time, all you need to do is to go back to our this URL here, and from here we will simply click on the get a prefix. And as we know that the GS1 company prefix is a unique number that will identify your company as the owner of your barcode and the product it's on. Okay, so you have seen the pricing here. So as we know about the pricing, so from here all you need to do is to select the number of the quantities. So if you want to get the barcode for the 10 products or the 100 products, you will simply click here. And as you know that we have this price $750. So now let's click on the add to cart and click on the checkout here, continue as a new. All you need to do is to provide the company and the contact information just like we did for the G10. Okay, so this is how you can get the barcode for the multiple products at a single time. So in this video, we learned about how can we get the UPC barcode for our products for the Amazon FBA. And if you really find this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe the channel.